Hey guys, welcome back to your YouTube channel where we learn something new every day. And in today's video, we are going to learn about everything about list boxes, how to fill values in them, how to link it to the macros, how to format them, everything about it coming up. Now, before we move on to our today's topic, if you are new on this channel and want to learn VBA and become an expert in VBA, we share something new to learn in VBA every day. So consider subscribing. Moving on to my screen right now, as you can see, we have a small table and I already have a list box here, right? But I'll remove this and I'll show you how we can do it everything from start. So if I just show you how list box is basically working, so you can see right now I have linked it to cell G starting 2 onwards, right? So whatever number of items I'll select in list box, again this list box is coming from column C, the names coming from column C, and yeah, so on we can do that. But yeah, I'll delete it and I'll show you from the scratch how you can do this. Okay, so first of all you have to click on developer, insert, and here is the list box. So second last in the first row. You can resize it as per your requirement. Okay, then right click on it, format controls. So link cell you have to leave empty, but input range, bring it to the screen. Input range we have to select from C3 till the last row. So I think I have already given a name. I'll use that name, range 2. Okay, so yes, this full name list is range 2, you can see here, right? So I'll use that. And now we will move on to the macro part, right? So the list is already here. You can see the names are already popping up, but right now nothing is happening when I select it, right? So right click on it again, click on format control, and make sure you select multi so that it allows you to select multiple inputs, right? So for example, now I can select multiple inputs. If by default it's on single, so make sure you change it. And if now I come to macro, okay, so you can open VBA editor by pressing Alt and F11. I'll just close this project explorer because we don't need it, right? So I already have a macro here which I'll explain you guys, and you can use it in your module. Okay, so the name of the list box, as you can see right now, is list box 5. Okay, so we'll come back to this and change the list box name to list box 5. Okay, now first of all you have to clear the list where the values are coming up. So this is another defined name, list box value, which I have given to this place where I want the data output to come, right? So this is my list box value defined name here. Okay, again, if you don't know how to give the defined name, you can select your range and give any name from here. Let's say test 1. Okay, so now if I again check it, I'll get test 1 here. Okay, so this way you can give the defined names. Right now I already have a defined name, as I said, list box value. So you have to first of all add an option to clear that list. Okay, so range, then the name of the range, and clear content. Okay, after that we have to define the column. So I'm defining the column as is equal to range list box value, again same as this. So if you are giving any other name here, make sure you do the same name here. After that, dot and Excel down dot address. Okay, so basically this will give the down last used column of the cell of the column. Okay, after that, So first of all, it will clear the existing list, then it will find out the next empty cell, and then we will come to putting those values there. So with sheet 38, my sheet where I have this list box is sheet 38. If your number is 1, 2, 3 or anything, change that accordingly. After that, you can see I have shapes written, dot shapes, and the name of the list box. As I showed you, my list box name is 5, so change it accordingly. After that, OLE format dot object. After that, for n is equal to 1 to dot list count. So this means whatever the number of items are selected in the list. Okay, so sorry, this means that the total number of items in the list. So like total are 14 in my case. So this will mean automatically 14. So you don't have to mention it. You can also write, if the number is fixed, you can write it like this. But I want to keep it dynamic, so I have written list count. Okay, after that, if dot selected in brackets n, right? So it will check if first item is selected, right? In the first case, then it will write that value in the cell that it found empty when we checked out the top. Okay, so this way you have to write range columns in bracket dot and then again Excel up in brackets and then 2 and 1 is equal to list n. Okay, after that end if, because if it is not selected we want to end if, and then it will move to the next n, which means it will move to the next item in the list box. So first of all, let's say in my case it will check if Andrew is selected or not, right? If it's selected, it will show the value in G2. After that, it will check if Amanda is selected or not. If yes, it will show the value here. If no, it will move to Charles. So this way this macro will be running. So now I'll assign this macro. So you can see I have given the name list box 4 change. I'll change it to 5 change because my list box name has changed now. Okay, I'll assign it to this. So you have to right click and click on assign macro, and then you have to find list box, your macro in the list. So my list is pretty big as I'm keeping all my video modules in this. So yeah, I have assigned it. Now you can see this will start working, right? So this way you can make a list box on your end also. Now we will look at its properties. So as you can see, if you right click again on format control, you can change the height and width from here. If you come to other properties, again there is a protection tab, which is in other form controls also we saw. So you can lock or unlock it. And properties, again they are same to other videos that I have done, move or don't move or print. So you can check out my other videos. If you haven't done that yet, I won't spend time here again. And you can again do the 3D shading here if you want to do that, right? So some again a little bit of depth effect comes up. So that's it for today's video. I hope this is going to be useful for you. If you feel so, hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't done that yet. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.